Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is refinement. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey, and thank you so much for you all that have subscribed. Thank you so much for sharing your feedback with me, and thank you so much for sharing the content with your networks. I really do appreciate it. And yes, so if you're new here, welcome. This is an extension of my podcast called The Village Conversations. This is where I'll be sharing some inspirational stuff each and every week. Yes, I am making that promise. So each and every week I'll be uploading videos, sharing the content that I am sharing on my podcast, which is available on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and all other major platforms that support podcasting. So yes, please do join me either here on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and of course on the podcast platforms. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. Thank you. So if you're new here, please do subscribe. Subscribe, like, and do share the content with your networks. Also, remember to set up the notifications bell so that you don't miss out on the content each week. I mean, we all need inspiration every other day. So do set up your notifications, subscribe, and share the content with your networks, your colleagues, your friends, family, and everybody that you know. So today we'll be talking about time. Time is of the essence. We've all heard this phrase before, but do we know what it really means? A quick Google search will let you in on where this phrase originated from. I won't go into the details of this, but according to Wikipedia, this phrase means timely completion. The need for timely completion. We all know the importance of time, but for varying reasons, we sometimes act and behave in ways that says otherwise. As Rick Warren said, time is your most precious gift because you only have a set amount of it. So why is it that we spend time doing mindless and meaningless, unproductive things? If we aren't spending it mindlessly and unproductively in a bid to catch up to the Joneses or our favorite celebrities, we spend it chasing this and that in this fast-paced world we live in. We do this forgetting that in Ecclesiastes 3 verses 1 to 15, the philosopher outlines that there is a time for everything. I like verse 11 where it says, God has made everything beautiful in its own time. Get that? In its own time, not our timing. This truth resonates strongly with the essence of time. For us to timely complete what we need to accomplish, we need to align ourselves, our tasks, and our vibrations to the rhythm of the time we are in. If we miss a single beat, we disturb a perfectly orchestrated and coordinated flow of our life. Truth be told, we miss the beats of our lives due to various reasons such as unbelief, idleness, apathy, and the big one, egotistical tendencies. Yes, sometimes we think we know too much, and sometimes we think we know even better than others. And other times, we think that we are being unfairly treated, or the world is out to get us. We procrastinate, and because of our unbelief, we dwell on what ifs. What if it doesn't work? What if I won't succeed? Oh, what if they don't like me? Or what if they don't like my delivery? All of these are toxic thoughts and behaviors that hinder us from getting back to the beat, back into formation, right back where God wanted us in the first place. These toxic thoughts and behaviors fuel our fear and influence our actions, leading us to go through life without experiencing the joy that comes from God, the only joy that He really wants us to experience. not the joy of this world. But all is not lost. I believe that as long as we are still breathing and there's still breath coming out of our lungs, it's God's way of saying, hey, I'm not done with you yet. Get right back on trail and let's summit on. Yes, we may have deviated, but we need to gather our strength and hold on to God's unyielding love and grace for us. We need to allow His loving kindness to propel us to what He's destined for us. If you're finding it hard, remember this promise in Philippians 1 verse 6. Be confident of this very thing, that He who has begun a good work in you will see it to finish until the day of Jesus Christ. So, be confident in the fulfillment of His promises. He will finish the good work He started in you. Not a day later or a minute later. He will do this right on time. Thank you for tuning into today's episode. I hope this week's message has given you some encouragement. Do connect with me via the platforms in the description box, and do remember to subscribe, review, like, and share. Until next time, have a good week and stay blessed. Mwah.